to the PorterWay Podcast. No disrespect to you, sir.
What you mean?
No disrespect to you, sir. Because he the old head. He the old head. I'm supposed to. But this one right here.
That's the OG.
This one right here. That's my OG.
Okay.
So I have to show respect, man, and just put it out there that I 100% am where I am, definitely because of that man right there. I remember seeing your name on at the top of the ratings in the USA boxing magazines. Remember we used to get them. So I got to show respect to you first, and welcome to the PorterWay Podcast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then Mr. Ross himself.
Yeah, the OG.
Hey, that mean a whole lot, man, getting that from Shawn.
Right.
No. I mean, I keeps it real 100, and
we've been wrestling for about a year and a half, just trying to get in some fights, and you know, it's like everybody don't give him the props that I feel that they should give him. Mm-hmm. But then when I see the fighters, it's like me and him was in Dallas. At the Victor Ortiz fight.
Virgil Ortiz.
Uh-huh. And Terrence Crawford ran up. And he was like, Anthony Peterson. So I'm like, when we get in the car, I was like, man, how long y'all been knowing each other?
Yeah.
And was like, I don't know him.
See what I just said?
I never met Terrence Crawford a day in my life.
See what I just said?
He saw, of course, he saw what he saw.
Yeah.
And it was amazing to, be, acknowledged like that from somebody who's considered pound for pound the best at the time. You know what I mean? So it was definitely a blessing, man.
And that's what be so crazy to me about boxing, right? Is that these guys are great athletes, and nobody really knows them. Nobody outside of boxing really understand what Anthony Lamont has done for this game. I didn't even know what they had done. I just knew they was boxers, and so when I first met we first met at the Barclays Center, I was just like, hey, champ, how you doing? Just giving them, just the kind of props. I get everybody that kind of props. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know until after we started working together the magnitude of how many people they've helped in the game. And these guys, like, get themselves tirelessly. And I just had to help Ant. I had to get involved with his career and do everything I can for him.
You remember Rocky Juarez?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So when I just saw I was at a national tournament, USA Boxing Nationals in Texas, and he came up and was talking to me, and I'm looking at him like, I know you. And before he walked off, I said, what's your name, coach? He said Rocky Juarez, and I just was
he
like,
came out of the 2000 class.
Yeah, and I just was like,
got
whoa.
bronze medal.
Yeah. So same thing with Terrence. Like Terrence we watched y'all. And I talk about it all the time. I talk about you in high regard, your brother Lamont. I talk about the amateur program because it sets the stage for where we end up becoming as professional athletes. You look at Tank Davis. Tank came from the amateur background, you know what I mean, and had a big amateur background and pedigree. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the same thing for you. My question to you, my man, especially the last time I seen you. You were showing me all these little skits you was doing and all that, and I just thought that eventually, my man, and you in LA. I was like, when you told me you was in LA, I was like, all right, so he moving on, he doing what I knew he was gonna be doing, but you end up in the boxing ring again.
Yep.
What's going on?
I mean, I want it all. You mean? I feel like there's no limit for me.
Yeah.
Definitely 2024. I truly believe that I will have a movie out. I will be in a magazine, and I will be a champion in boxing.
Speaking into existence.
I like
yeah, for sure.
I like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing to hold me up. I don't have any kids. I don't have anything that's really holding me up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that kids hold you up, but the things that I'm trying to do,
Sure.
It will. I will not be able to be the father that I want to be because a lot of my time will be required of these things that I'm trying to do I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So definitely 2024, I will be modeling in one of the top-notch magazines.
Yeah.
I will have a movie out, and I will be champion.
Yeah. A lot of people look at my dad, and they see that my dad hovers over me.
Right.
Or hovered over me as a professional athlete, but they were looking at me as a grown man. Kenny, give him some space, let him do his thing. My dad understood the level of commitment that it took in order for me to be where I'm at. So like you just said, like I don't got no kids. I'm not knocking kids, but I understand the level of commitment that it's going to take for me to do what I got to do. And I think that's a part that most people don't truly understand about boxing is the sacrifices and the commitment that it takes to put it down. Woo. Sir, yeah, and we kicking all knowledge on here. So how what's up with you in the boxing game? You just like I got to do it.
Well, when I went to prison, I didn't know how I had made it in the drug game. You know, I didn't know how I took $125 and turned it into $3 million a day. Sometimes, not every day.
Can you teach me that?
I can teach it.
Legally.
I can teach it legally. So I read 300 books while I was there, and what I did is I learned how to take those same talents, and I can do it with anything. We're going to start shooting my movie in March. We start pre-production for the movie. That's why he know he going to be in the movie.
Can I be in it?
Hey,
Can I be in it?
acting?
Can I be in it?
My man got some skills.
He got some
Can I be in
skills.
it?
Ain't no question.
Yes.
So I know that any field that I want to go in, I can dominate. It's like you know, like when you do your homework,
Thing.
you can just dominate.
Yep.
And it's the same thing like with Ant. I know me and Ant bedrooms is right next to each other.
Yeah.
So I can hear him in there doing push-ups.
Yeah.
Because I wake up at like 4 in the morning. I hear him in there doing push-ups, doing his little workout.
Yeah.
I said, Ant, you living like you in jail.
Yeah.
That's how we used to live when we was in jail.
Yeah.
You know, we work out all day, all night. You wake up in the morning, you just start working out. You wake up late at night, you just start doing push-ups just to condition your body. And when I see this, I know that it's going to be tough for anybody to compete with that type of mentality and commitment, and I just love what he's doing. It just so happened that he was the first one that, because I've been trying to get into boxing. You know, I tried to work with J-Rock.
Okay.
I tried to work with Scooter, Austin Trout, and nobody really gave me a shot to really put my hand in it, because I don't know the boxing part, you know, the punching, the jabs, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I know,
You know the business.
to get the best at whatever you're trying to do. Like I put him with one of my partners who we went to school with tennis, and he took Ant to where he takes all the tennis pros. You know, tennis pros are some of the best conditioned athletes in the world when it comes to their running and their conditioning. So he took Ant out with them, and they went running this sand hill, and Ant was like, man, I ain't never did nothing like that there.
Yeah.
So I just feel like that boxing is wide open. I can show these guys how to make money. Matter of fact, more money outside the ring than they're going to make inside. Ant going to be richer outside the ring than he ever be in
Facts.
the ring.
Hey, and Ant, do you understand how important the Peterson name is to boxing?
No.
You got a lot of, I hear Shawn talk about you more than your family name more than anybody. Do you understand the stable, the tree that the Peterson name has established in the sport of boxing?
I really, because I'm so humble and I really can't see what everybody else see, I don't know.
I'm the same way.
I don't know.
I'm the same
All
way.
I
Like in this city, Shawn don't realize how much this city, DC, love him. My family, my
I
sisters.
found out yesterday.
they love Shawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Shawn, this. I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? He cool. I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
saying that. But my whole family, my mother, my sisters, everybody who knows something about boxing. Not only if you don't know nothing about boxing, you see Shawn, it'll make you want to watch boxing. Because you wouldn't think a person can be that cool, that down to earth, and that just a people's person. This guy going there is a killer. So it makes you want to see that. Like, man, this man can turn the switch off. As soon as he got out of the ring, boop, Shawn, cool guy again. Put him in that ring with anybody.
Yeah.
You'd be a crazy dog. You know what I mean? And I always admired that about him, even when he was young. When I first seen him and Keon, rest in peace, Keon Davis.
Yes, sir.
I never thought I'd see somebody like Keon, you know, and it's crazy because they never thought they'd see somebody like Keon as well. And they went at it, and it was like, wow.
Yeah.
And I knew Shawn Porter ever since. This was the Ohio State Fair.
Yeah.
Back in like 97 or 98 or something
true,
like that.
true story. I think we were both 10 at the time when we
Yep.
fought. And
Yep.
my dad, that was why my dad approached Barry after the fight because
Right.
of what you just said.
Right.
He's like, my son is the most tenacious, aggressive fighter, and I didn't think that we would ever see that again. I think Keon beat me that fight. I don't remember if he won or
Yep.
not, but we all kind of, that circle was kind of formed then. But let's get back to it real quick, because when you say you're going to be a world champion, you're going to be a model, and you're going to be an actor by 2024, it all comes with a plan. You guys sat down, you talked about a plan, you got a map.
Yep. And it starts January 7th, Saturday night, on the Gervonta Tank Davis undercard, Capital One Arena, Saturday night. Don't miss it.
Starting off at home.
I mean, even for him being on this card is part of the plan.
Yeah.
Because before we was out there selling tickets.
Yep.
They made Anthony Peterson.
Yeah, go out and
39 1-1. They made him sell tickets.
Yeah.
And I could not believe that. But we said, you know what we said? Okay, we're gonna sell tickets.
Yeah, we gonna
if
sell
this is what
tickets.
we gotta go through, this what y'all gonna make us do, we're gonna do. And when
We ain't
me and Ant
complain.
hooked up, we said whatever they make us do. You know.
What's the name of your promotional company?
Well, I don't have a promotional
Okay.
company. We got what we call Freeway Team Boxing.
Freeway
That's-
Team Boxing.
Yeah, that's with a group of guys that I'm working with right now.
Okay.
And we just gonna keep trying to grow this thing. And you know, right now, Ann is my front runner. He's the guy that has gave me the most leeway to help him with his career, and I'm excited about it. I'm having fun. He having fun.
yeah.
So
Are there any more fighters you working with right now?
Yeah. I work with Kid Austin. From
Okay,
Austin,
great. Yes,
Texas.
sir.
I
Nice.
started working with him
Yeah, he is.
when he was
Yeah,
2-0.
Yeah. Okay.
I got another guy named Vashawn Champ
Okay.
out of Dayton, Ohio. Alvin Vermeer out of New Orleans.
Okay.
And I'm talking to quite a few youngsters right now
Very good.
from the amateur
Very good.
background.
Very good.
So if you got up and coming guys, they can contact you.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Okay,
I'm looking. I got
Because
room.
people always looking.
I got room.
Okay.
You know, I enjoy this here. You know,
Yeah.
what I do, my work, like Ant work on inside the gym and doing this push-up.
Every time you call me, Rick, or FaceTime me, what I'm doing?
Working out,
Working
running.
Come on, man. You know I know.
Studying boxing.
You know I know.
Or watching videos. And I do business the same way. You know, I take my business like they take them punches. I'm trying to catch them punches.
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Let's do it. Yep.
Yeah, these are my books.
We froze.
Let's see. Got the books coming out right here, right?
No, they already out. They already out.
Definitely
these
changed
is
my life.
bestsellers. Hey, these is bestsellers, baby.
Bestsellers. We
Yeah.
got is audio
They
on that.
on audio. They on
Okay,
audio.
okay. I like to listen.
Is it video? I like to watch. Is it video? I like to watch.
Is it? Hey, listen, Shawn.
You got to go watch the documentary. But the documentary don't go into as much detail. When I wrote this book, I wrote this book here. I still had a life sentence when I wrote this book. So I didn't know if I was ever going to be getting out of prison. So I was sitting there, and these young boys just keep coming up to me in the jailhouse because I'm an old head. You know, at this time, I'm young still at that time,
Yeah.
like 35, 40, but I'm an old head. In
You're
jail,
OG.
you're an old head when you're that old.
Sure.
Because these young boys, 18, 19, 20 years old, is mostly fill the jails. And they kept asking me questions about how to make money. And so what I did is I sit down and I wrote the book because I said I might not get out and there might be some kids on the street that I never get to talk to like I got to talk to these kids. And basically the book talks about how I started selling drugs, why I sold drugs, and why I would never sell drugs again. So I felt it was mandatory for me to write the book. And then my second book is about, these are the 21 keys that I use to create the success
Great
that
book.
I've
Great
created
book.
right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then and let me do this real quick because I want to make sure that everybody understands that you're not telling people how to sell drugs.
Oh no.
No, so, but here's my disclaimer because everybody will look at you and say, well, what else can he tell you? What my man Mr. Ross has done is used his transferable skills. Everything that he did in order to do what he did, he's transferred it, and now he's applying it to boxing. He's applying it to life. He's saving lives. He's changing lives, and we want to thank you, my man, for coming on the PorterWay Podcast
Thank you, man.
and showing them
It's
how to
an
do
honor
it.
for
That
me,
was
man,
well
to sit
said.
there.
Yes, sir.
Even though I
well
talk to
said.
your dad all the time,
Yeah.
you know, man, you never
Yeah.
really, I seen you a couple times, you know, but you was in your own little world.
Yeah,
So I gave you your space. I like
Yes,
to
sir.
give people their space.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so,
sir.
you know, to meet you now is definitely an honor. And,
Thank you. Thank you.
And I appreciate your dad. Your dad been giving me some good advice.
Yes, sir. I was gonna say, yeah. He'll be
Always,
down here
always.
today, so y'all be catching up
For sure.
tomorrow. Yep. All that being said, this is the PorterWay Podcast. We're done for today.
Yeah.
We've been up here long. It's been a long one. We is gonna go over to Barry's and check him out later. We were gonna do a show over there, but
Okay.
we're not gonna do that now. We're just gonna go over there and check him out, all that good stuff.
Okay.
We will be back on the PorterWay Podcast tomorrow for the official weigh-in, 4 p.m. Y'all stay tuned. The PorterWay Podcast YouTube channel tomorrow, 4 p.m. We'll check y'all later.